Let's begin with a simple yet profound question. Can God's mercy really forgive your deepest sins? The answer, my friends, begins not with what you've done, but with who you are. It begins with a powerful understanding of the nature of mercy, the depth of your own consciousness, and the boundless capacity for transformation within you. You see, we often think of our past actions as permanent markers of who we are. We carry the weight of our mistakes, our wrongdoings, and our regrets like a heavy backpack that never seems to get any lighter. We are taught to believe that once we've crossed a certain line, redemption is out of reach. We hold ourselves captive, unable to see beyond the scars we've created. But what if I told you that your sins are not you? That who you truly are is not defined by what you've done, but by the infinite potential you have within you to change, to evolve, to be reborn. Mercy, true mercy, is not a mere act of forgiveness from a place of judgment. It is a divine law, an energetic principle that transcends time and space. It operates beyond the limitations of our understanding, beyond our small, fragmented sense of self. It's not about excusing our behavior or pretending that wrongs never happen. It's about recognizing that at the deepest level of our being, we are all connected to something far greater than our individual actions. What happens when you choose to forgive yourself? What happens when you release the shackles of guilt, shame, and regret that bind you to the past? This isn't just about letting go emotionally. This is about rewiring the very structure of your brain, the way your body processes those old memories. Science has shown us that our thoughts and emotions have a direct impact on our biology. When you hold on to anger, bitterness, and guilt, you literally create patterns of stress and dis-ease within your body. But when you choose to forgive, you align yourself with healing. You let go of the energetic imprint of those mistakes and open yourself to the possibility of transformation. Now think about God's mercy. It's not a distant concept. It's an active force in the present moment, available to you right now. It's the space where you release your attachment to guilt and fear. It's where you shed your old identity and step into a new way of being. God's mercy is the divine understanding that, yes, even in your darkest moments, there is light waiting to shine through. It is the recognition that you are always worthy of love, no matter the mistakes you've made. It is the deepest kind of healing, the kind that frees you from the past and allows you to create a new future. You are not defined by the choices of your past. You are the sum total of every thought, every decision, every moment you have ever lived. And more importantly, every moment you choose to live in the future. You are capable of recreating yourself. You are not bound by what you have done, but by the divine possibility of who you can become. This is the miracle of God's mercy. It doesn't just forgive, it transforms. It gives you the freedom to step away from the old narrative you've told yourself and to create a new story. One where you are no longer the prisoner of your past actions, but the powerful creator of your future. So yes, God's mercy can forgive your deepest sins, but it does more than forgive. It empowers you. It invites you to transcend your limitations, to rise above the mistakes, and to step into your true potential. It shows you that no matter how far you've fallen, the road back to wholeness is always open. All it takes is the choice to step forward with an open heart, willing to release the past and embrace the divine flow of mercy and grace. And that is where true healing begins. Not just in the forgiveness of your sins, but in the profound transformative shift that happens within you when you allow mercy to lead the way. That mercy is transformed. It is not just an act of forgiveness. It is a force that has the power to change the very nature of who you are. When mercy is extended, it creates an environment where healing can take place, not only on a spiritual or emotional level, but on a physical one as well. It moves beyond the surface, beyond just letting go of guilt or regret, and enters the core of your being. Mercy acts as a catalyst for personal evolution. When you experience mercy, you are invited to step into a new state of being, one where your past mistakes no longer define you. It allows you to release the heavy emotional burden you carry and offers the freedom to create a new identity. This process of transformation occurs because mercy creates space for you to recognize that you are more than your actions and decisions. It helps you see that, regardless of what you have done, you are still worthy of love, growth, and change. This transformative power of mercy operates not through force, but through understanding. It meets you where you are, acknowledging the full depth of your human experience while guiding you towards something greater. In its purest form, mercy doesn't judge or condemn. Instead, it seeks to restore and renew. It enables you to break free from the cycles of guilt and shame that keep you stuck in the past, offering you a fresh start every time you choose to embrace it. As you allow mercy to work within you, it can shift your energy, realign your thoughts, and even begin to heal the physical stress and damage caused by long-held negative emotions. Mercy moves through you like a healing wave, rewriting the story of who you are and providing the opportunity to grow into a version of yourself that is free from the weight of the past. You are not defined by your past. The mistakes you've made, the wrongs you've committed, the hurt you've caused, none of these things are who you are at your core. They are moments in time, experiences that shaped you, but they do not determine your worth or your future. We often make the mistake of identifying ourselves with our past actions, believing that what we've done can never be undone, that the stains of our decisions will forever mark us. But the truth is that your essence, your true self, is not bound by your history. The past is a collection of memories, choices, and lessons, but it doesn't have the power to define who you are in this moment or who you can become. You are not the sum of your mistakes or failures, nor are you bound by the labels others have placed on you. What you have done in the past is not the end of your story. It is simply a chapter, and the next chapter is waiting to be written. To be free from the past, you must recognize that your value comes from who you are in the present, not from who you were. Your potential for growth, change, and healing exists in every moment. The person you were yesterday does not dictate who you can be today or tomorrow. Understanding this allows you to release the chains of guilt, regret, and shame that keep you tethered to a version of yourself that no longer serves you. It opens the door for transformation and empowers you to step into the fullness of who you are meant to be. You are constantly evolving, and with each new choice, you can leave the past behind and move forward with a renewed sense of purpose and possibility. That forgiveness is a process of healing. It is not something that happens instantly, nor is it a one-time event. True forgiveness is an ongoing journey that requires time, self-reflection, and compassion, both for yourself and for others. It's important to recognize that forgiveness does not mean condoning the wrongs that have been done or forgetting the pain that has been caused. Instead, it means releasing the emotional weight and burden that those wrongs have placed on you. When you choose to forgive, you begin to heal the wounds within yourself. Holding on to anger, resentment, and bitterness creates a toxic environment within your body and mind. These emotions don't hurt the person who wronged you. They only hurt you. They eat away at your peace, your energy, and your well-being. Forgiveness is the antidote to this poison. It is an act of self-liberation, a way of freeing yourself from the chains of the past that continue to keep you stuck in emotional pain. The process of forgiveness allows you to let go of the need for retribution or justice in the way you may have once imagined. It opens you up to a more profound sense of inner peace because you no longer hold on to the need to control how the past unfolds. Instead, forgiveness helps you shift your perspective, enabling you to see the situation through the lens of compassion, understanding, and acceptance. Healing through forgiveness doesn't mean erasing the hurt or pretending that it never existed. It's about acknowledging the pain and then choosing to let it go so that it no longer defines who you are. It's about embracing the opportunity for emotional and spiritual growth, using the experience as a stepping stone toward becoming a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. Your deepest sins do not determine your worth. It's easy to believe that the mistakes we've made, especially the ones we regret the most, define who we are as people. We carry guilt and shame as if they are permanent parts of us, as if they are indelible marks on our character that can never be erased. But this view is rooted in a misconception of who we truly are. Your worth is not tied to the errors or failures of your past. It is not dependent on the actions you've taken that you wish you could undo. At the core of your being, you are worthy of love, compassion, and understanding. No matter what you've done, your actions don't diminish your intrinsic value. You are more than the sum of your choices, mistakes, and regrets. The divine essence within you is not tainted by your wrongs, and your worth remains intact regardless of what you may think or feel about yourself. Mistakes can be transformative. They are powerful lessons, opportunities for growth, and catalysts for change, but they do not define your true nature. When you release the idea that your sins are who you are, you free yourself to move forward and evolve. The person you were in the past is not the person you have to continue being. Every day offers a new opportunity to make different choices, to learn from what's happened, and to step into a version of yourself that is aligned with your highest potential. Your worth is rooted in the truth of who you are, someone capable of growth, healing, and redemption. The person you are today is not the person you were yesterday. You have the power to transcend your past actions and to embrace the limitless possibilities of the future. Divine mercy operates beyond judgment. It is not bound by human limitations, biases, or conditions. While human judgment often comes with criteria, standards that must be met, or expectations that must be fulfilled, divine mercy transcends these rules. It does not assess you based on your past, your behavior, or your worthiness. Instead, it offers you unconditional acceptance regardless of what you have done. Divine mercy sees you for who you truly are, not the mistakes you've made or the wrongs you've committed. This mercy is not a reward system that only gives when you earn it. It is an ever-present, boundless force that is available to everyone, no matter their actions. It's a force of healing and restoration, not of punishment. While human judgment is often harsh, conditional, and limited, divine mercy operates from a place of infinite love and understanding. It is grounded in compassion, and its purpose is not to condemn, but to uplift. When you experience divine mercy, it invites you to step into a space where your imperfections are not seen as flaws, but as opportunities for growth. It reminds you that you are more than the sum of your mistakes or shortcomings. Divine mercy offers you the chance to begin again, to release the hold of guilt and shame that has kept you trapped in cycles of self-judgment. Unlike human judgment, which often creates division and separation, divine mercy unites. It recognizes the shared humanity in all of us and offers grace to those who seek it, regardless of their history. This mercy creates the potential for transformation because it does not reject you based on your past. It accepts you fully, inviting you to grow, heal, and move forward with renewed hope. Thoughts and emotions impact your biology. Every thought you have sends electrical signals through your brain, and these signals release chemicals that influence how you feel, think, and act. Your body is constantly responding to your mental and emotional states, and this connection between mind and body is far more powerful than we often realize. When you experience negative emotions such as anger, fear, or guilt, your body reacts by releasing stress hormones like cortisol, which can have damaging effects over time. Chronic stress, anxiety, and negative thought patterns can weaken your immune system, disrupt your sleep, and lead to a host of physical ailments. Conversely, positive emotions like love, gratitude, and joy can promote healing. When you focus on uplifting thoughts and feelings, your brain releases chemicals like dopamine and serotonin, which improve mood, reduce stress, and promote overall well-being. The mind and body are in constant communication, and this means that your emotional state can either enhance or detract from your physical health. This is not just a metaphor, it's a biological reality. The power of thoughts and emotions to influence the body is a key component of healing. When you begin to shift your thoughts to focus on forgiveness, gratitude, and acceptance, you send a different message to your body. Your nervous system relaxes, your heart rate steadies, and your body enters a state of balance. Healing isn't just a mental or spiritual process. It is deeply physical as well. The more you cultivate positive mental states, the more you foster a healthier body. Conversely, holding on to negative emotions can keep you trapped in a state of dis-ease, both mentally and physically. This mind-body connection is at the core of personal transformation. As you learn to manage your thoughts and emotions, you not only improve your mental state, but you also allow your body the opportunity to heal and restore itself. Forgiveness frees you from past patterns. When you hold on to anger, resentment, or guilt, you are trapped in a cycle of emotional and mental repetition. These unresolved emotions create a loop, a pattern that keeps you anchored to past experiences and keeps you reliving the hurt. Every time you think about the wrong that was done to you, every time you replay the scene in your mind, you are reactivating those emotions, keeping them alive. This ongoing cycle prevents you from moving forward and can affect how you approach new relationships, opportunities, and experiences. Forgiveness, however, has the power to break this cycle. It allows you to release the emotional hold that the past has on you. When you forgive, you are not excusing the behavior or pretending it didn't hurt. You are simply choosing to no longer let it control your emotional state. By letting go of resentment, you open yourself to new possibilities and new ways of thinking. No longer bound by the weight of the past, you free yourself to move forward with a clearer heart and mind. This freedom doesn't just affect your emotional well-being, it also impacts your behavior and your energy. When you carry the burden of unresolved emotions, it often manifests in your actions. You may react to new situations with distrust or defensiveness, not because of what is happening in the present, but because of the emotional residue of past experiences. Forgiveness allows you to release these automatic reactions and respond to life from a place of peace and understanding, rather than from a place of hurt and defense. Forgiveness also creates space for healing. When you let go of negative emotions, you make room for positivity, growth, and transformation. You can begin to rewrite your story and create new patterns of thought and behavior that support your growth and well-being. The act of forgiveness is ultimately an act of self-liberation. A way to break free from the emotional chains that bind you to the past. You are connected to something greater than yourself. This connection is not just an abstract concept. It is a fundamental truth about the nature of your existence. On a deep, energetic level, you are part of an interconnected web that spans beyond the individual. This connection transcends the boundaries of time, space, and physical form. It links you to every other living being, to the earth, and to a higher universal energy that sustains all life. You are not separate, but a part of something vast, something greater than your individual identity. This deeper connection holds immense power and potential. When you tap into it, you gain access to wisdom, guidance, and strength that go beyond your individual capacity. It's in moments of stillness and reflection that this connection becomes clearer, reminding you that you are never alone. Even in times of hardship, this higher energy is there to support you, to guide you, and to offer comfort. It helps you realize that no matter what challenges you face, you are part of a greater plan and purpose. You are not an isolated being, but a piece of the larger puzzle of existence. By embracing this connection, you move beyond the limitations of your ego and the confines of your personal struggles. You begin to see that your life is part of a larger story, one that is woven together with the lives of others. This perspective allows you to release the need for control and certainty as you trust that the flow of life is unfolding exactly as it is meant to. You can surrender to this greater force, knowing that it is guiding you toward healing, growth, and purpose. The awareness of this connection is the foundation for true peace because it helps you see the bigger picture and trust in the unfolding of your life. God's mercy empowers transformation. It is not just a concept or an idea. It is an active, living force that moves within you, catalyzing change on a deep and profound level. When you experience God's mercy, it doesn't just wipe the slate clean. It instills in you the power to change, to grow, and to transcend your past. It offers you the grace to become more than what you've been, to rise above the limitations that once defined you. Through this mercy, you are empowered to step into a new version of yourself, one that is rooted in healing, growth, and unconditional love. Mercy does not only forgive, it restores and transforms. It is the bridge between who you were and who you are becoming. When you embrace divine mercy, you are not only forgiven for your mistakes, but you are also given the strength to evolve. It opens the door to personal growth, inviting you to let go of old patterns, beliefs, and fears that no longer serve you. You are no longer bound by the past or by your previous actions. Mercy frees you from the chains that hold you back, allowing you to step into your true potential. This transformative power is not dependent on perfection or on your ability to earn it. It is freely given, available to all who are open to receiving it. God's mercy is an invitation to embrace the fullness of your humanity while simultaneously recognizing the divine potential within you. It empowers you to heal old wounds, to let go of regret, and to build a life rooted in compassion, wisdom, and purpose. With God's mercy, you are always given the opportunity to rise again, to start anew, and to become the person you are meant to be. You have the ability to recreate yourself. This is one of the most empowering truths you can embrace. Your past, no matter how painful or challenging, does not determine who you are or who you can become. Every moment is an opportunity to begin again, to rewrite the story of your life, and to evolve into a version of yourself that is aligned with your deepest values and aspirations. The idea that you can recreate yourself means that you are not fixed in time, nor are you locked into the patterns of your past. You are not a prisoner of your history. Every decision, every thought, every action you take in the present moment is an opportunity to move toward the person you desire to be. You have the power to change your beliefs, your habits, and even your emotional responses. This ability to recreate yourself is a reflection of your inherent capacity for growth and transformation. To recreate yourself, you must first let go of the limiting beliefs and stories you've told yourself about who you are. Many people hold on to false narratives that say they are defined by their failures, mistakes, or shortcomings. But the truth is that you are more than the sum of your past experiences. You are not limited by your previous choices. Every new moment is an opportunity for growth, a chance to make different decisions that align with the highest version of yourself. Recreating yourself also requires self-compassion and patience. Transformation doesn't happen overnight, but with consistent effort, awareness, and a willingness to change, you can gradually become the person you envision. This process of reinvention is not about becoming someone else. It is about tapping into the fullest expression of who you have always been, but perhaps have not yet fully embraced.